Hello friends and welcome back to my home. If you are new here, my name is Kristina and today I am finally starting a cooking series. I have wanted to start a cooking series for a very long time, probably ever since I did my very first 1950s Housewife Week, where I did try a few recipes and I had so much fun doing it. I really want to expand that and just do a a long-term cooking series. Because if you have watched my pantry declutter video, you will know I have a lot of cookbooks. I have over 100 cookbooks that are vintage, and I have everything ranging from 1898 all the way up into the 1970s, with some novelty cookbooks like Snow White, The Muppets, potato chips, all rice-based, all cottage cheese-based, what meals men like, what pies men like, teenage cookbooks from the 50s. I have a lot. I have so much that I want to go through, and I was a little bit unsure where to start. So I have to give a big thanks to Chanel Akers, because when she suggested the name Betty Crocker and Beyond, it kind of sparked an idea to start with Betty Crocker and then go beyond, of course. After this video, I will be going back to 1898 and I will start cooking a few recipes from each era until I reach the 1970s, and then I will probably just go wherever I want to go. If there are recipes that you guys want to see, if there are cookbooks I cook through that you want to see more of. But because I have so many cookbooks, I can see so many things that I can do with this series, and I'm really excited about it. So, without further ado, let's get into the recipe we are cooking today, which is a 1961 coconut cake from Betty Crocker's New Picture Cookbook. Let's get into it. For the cake, which is on page 133, for those of you who have this cookbook, it is the fluffy white cake. You will need 1/2 cup of soft shortening that is half butter and 1.5 cups of sugar. Blend these together until they are light and fluffy. As you can see, I was using a very small bowl, and also I don't think that my shortening and butter were quite softened enough because they didn't really cream together. They just more sort of mixed until it was a little bit sticky and chunky, but that's okay. Then mix together 2.5 cups of flour, 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Add to the sugar mixture, then mix in 1 cup of milk and 1.5 teaspoons of flavoring. Beat 4 egg whites until they are very stiffly beaten. I wanted to show here the different consistencies. I probably could have stopped a little bit earlier, but my peaks were still bending over when I took out the mixer, so I went a little bit further until they were stiff. Fold the egg whites into your batter and pour into 2 8.5-inch cake pans. I'm sharing my little method of greasing and flouring cake pans that's a little more old-fashioned than just spraying them, by putting butter on a paper towel and then dusting each pan with flour. I have always done it this way, and I've always found that it works really, really well. Bake at 350 degrees for 30 to 35 minutes or until the cake test's done. I could have baked my cakes a little bit shorter. I think I overcooked them, but I was not checking and had forgotten I stuck them in the oven. So what can you do? For the cream filling on page 177, you will need 1/4 cup sugar, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a cup of milk, 1 egg yolk, lightly beaten, a tablespoon of butter, and a teaspoon of vanilla. Mix the sugar, cornstarch, and salt in a saucepan. Gradually stir in the milk. Bring to a boil over medium heat, stirring constantly. Boil for 1 minute. Remove from the heat. Stir at least half of the hot mixture into the egg yolk and blend into the remaining mixture. Boil for 1 minute more and remove from the heat. Blend in the butter and the vanilla. Cool, stirring occasionally. Add 1/2 to 1/3 cup of coconut to the filling and stir thoroughly. Allow this to cool before spreading it between the layers of the cake. Spread the remaining filling on the top and sides of the cake, and then cover with shredded coconut until it is as desired. So we have entered the most fun part of the video for me, which is taste testing. Obviously it's cake, so I mean, what could go wrong? And I have never had this cake before, so I've never made this cake before. So this will be the test to see whether I'm going to add it to my list of things that I need to bake more often or not. Immediately yes. Ooh. It's really buttery. I think the filling is really amazing, and I could imagine this being so good with lemon. The filling is so buttery and the coconut is so rich, and the cake itself, not to toot my own horn, but like this is literally the best cake that I've ever made. I think the only thing that I really want is a little bit more filling. The amount that they suggested you make was just like slightly not enough, I feel like, because the cake is really, really good, but it needs just an extra kick of like creaminess. I think it would be really, really good with like a whipped cream topping. That would be excellent. But that is it for this video. I hope that you all enjoyed. Should I put my cake down? No, I should not. I should eat another bite. Alright, so that is it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed that. Let me know if you're excited for this cooking series, if there are things that you hope to see. I know a lot of you want to see like wartime meals or Great Depression meals. Those are definitely going to be in there. Otherwise, if there are things that you're excited for, let me know. And that is it. I hope that wherever you are feeling safe and loved. And until I see you again, have a beautiful day and thank you for watching. Bye! Today we are going to cook a cookbook. It's the Better Crockies. Don't know where I was going with that thought. My brain's going dead. It's the new picture cookbook. It's a new picture cookbook. I do need a drink of water now.
What's that? Is that cheese? I never tasted coconut before. It says Oreo. Can I cover one piece? It's fun to help. I missed some spots over here. Ah. That cake's gonna be so good. Wait, Mama, is that cake a decoration?